T-Mac is tough to guard.
Oh, Jimmy, you don't want that? Okay.
Oh,
Nope.
oh my goodness. That's my teammate, Brian. I'm gonna find him.
Skin spicy.
Nice take.
Last time I passed, I got a turnover, so we're done passing today.
LD didn't need one excuse to not pass.
Never met a shot that I didn't like.
Especially not with Kobe.
Absolutely.
Give me that board.
There you go. Kobe.
Nice take.
Brian.
Hey, it's an exciting time of year with the playoffs on the horizon. Grant, should teams start changing up their rotations with the postseason in mind?
You know, B.A., I'm not a big fan of that. Of course, seeding is so important in the postseason, but I don't think it's time to start experimenting. It's still about winning games and getting into the best position possible.
And now the Washington Wizards starters. They've got DeLon Wright, T.J. Warren out there with Trey Lyles. Then there's Bradley Beal. Bridges against Beal. Bridges misses. Beal outside. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That's on Mikal Bridges.
Bradley Beal is one of the most difficult individuals to guard in the league. No surprise he comes up with a drawn foul there. Boy, when you consider that Bradley Beal entered the NBA as one of the sweetest shooting guards in the league, but over the course of his career, he's added elite playmaking, and he's as dangerous and complete an offensive force as there is in the game.
Brooklyn with the ball. Here's Claxton, and he lays it up and in.
He's taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
And it's Warren missing. And about Beal, such an integral part of the makeup of this team.
He's been consistently committed to the organization. He's elite offensively, flat lifted team by his individual offensive skill. And because of what he has in terms of his physical attributes, his coaches believe he can be elite defensively as well.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Pass to Chambers. That one off the back iron and out. Here's Jay. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's Warren. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Wow, they finally get it to go down on their 4th try.
The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Outside Porzingis. Outside Johnson. Back to Porzingis. From downtown. And it's Jay missing. For Washington, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Right up top, covered by Johnson. Chambers. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
No reason to do so there. He was going to lead, no doubt.
The Wizards with a lead. How about this, Doris? The Wizards haven't been to the conference finals since 1979. Unreal.
That's exactly right, B.A., and it gives you some sense of how tough it is to be successful in the NBA. Because it's not that long ago that their backcourt consisted of John Wall and Bradley Beal. Many at the time considered it one of the most dangerous in the league and thought they would be here for over a decade. It does show you how hard sustained success is in the NBA.
Now a timeout called by Washington.
With the offense reeling, coach has to get these guys on the same page.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence...
And it's Brooklyn ball. They went to Washington for their last meeting with the Wizards, came out with a victory.
And they won that last game between these teams easily, posting a scorching hot field goal percentage.
And so in the game for Washington, we've got T.J. Warren. DeLon Wright is out there with Bradley Beal. Then it's Trey Lyles. And it's Avdia in at the 4. Beal's shot is off.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Give him 8 points now.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
And here's Wright. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. The rebound by Simmons. The Nets with the lead. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure coach couldn't be happier with the results.
This one for 3. It's hauled in by Beal. Well, the Wizards shooting just under 40% from the field.
First personal foul.
Claxton, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
Coming up on the floor for your Nets, Nicholas Claxton.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Avdia, good. Avdia's gotten his first bucket of the night.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
From deep, Johnson knocks down the long Jay.
Now shooting the 3-ball at almost 60%. They've been blazing this second quarter.
Well, Jay in the last matchup against the Pistons was simply terrific. He scored 32 points, and he was red hot from beyond the arc, raining down a ton of threes. He was simply outstanding, affecting the game in a number of ways. We'll see if he can repeat that type of performance tonight.
And the only question now, how does he follow up that performance?
Yeah, each night comes with different challenges, and I'm sure their opponent has seen the film.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
Now here's Wright, tightly guarded, pass to Lyles. 5 on the clock. The rebound by the Nets. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
they were really able to exploit that defense. I mean, getting almost any shot they wanted. It was that easy.
Give them some credit. I'll tell you this. They caught an opponent on a very off night defensively, and you take advantage. Simple as that.
Back to right. It's Avdia on the wing. Defended by Porzingis. Beal against Bridges. Here's Lyles. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. Shot is up. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. He's got 13.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball. Really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Washington calls timeout. You know, in baseball, Grant, they have a term, a five-tool player. In the NBA these days, it's similar. You need those well-rounded players to succeed.
I like the baseball reference, but you're spot on, B.A. It's all about bringing versatility to the game. Players that can shoot, pass, dribble, defend, and rebound. And I'll throw it even in there, lead and play selfless basketball. Those kind of guys that can do it all, that's a recipe for success in the NBA.
And it's 6'9", Denny Avdia with great size for a wing, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And you combine that with his motor, too. I mean, he's already an excellent defender with the versatility to cover inside and out.
The first free throw is good. That one misses. And we've heard the cautionary tales in the past. Does it seem like players today are getting better financial advice, in your opinion, Grant, to make their money last?
Yeah, B.A., I think they're getting better financial advice, but I also think that the times that we're in, I think there's more awareness. Players understand the pitfalls or potential setbacks. The social media, digital age, all the information's there. So players today, yes, they're making more money, and I actually think they're doing a better job of protecting and saving their money, too.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Thomas. Here's Claxton, averaging around 6 a game. Here's Jay. And the Nets, another three.
He's starting to heat up now. He's been much more efficient with the shot in this quarter than in the first.
Here's Avdia. Back to Morris. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Morris has got 6.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Nets.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Ben Simmons is checked in for Brooklyn. Clarkson's checked in for Washington.
Boy, outstanding pass and execution. They'd love to see Clarkson do that on a consistent basis.
Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. 20 points for him.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Chambers counted, and it's Morris with the assist.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
To the inside. And that one's good. Jay. And the Nets lead by 15.
I tell you, he's making everything he looks at tonight. He should be their #1 option on every possession.
Clarkson up top. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. There's the three. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Jay. Oh, no good on the last-second attempt there. And so it's Brooklyn liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. Tough to run with them. They get the ball up the court so fast. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Brooklyn has gone 6 of 9 from three-point range. Nicholas Claxton out there with Kristaps Porzingis. Then it's Cameron Johnson. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Jay in at the point. So that's the Nets 5. It's good.
Boy, you have to be aggressive, powering through contact. Mikal Bridges, no signs of backing away.
And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
Yeah, that's a little icing on the cake right there. Putting on a show while they enjoy a big second-half lead.
And that's shooting 67% for the game. Just outstanding. Pass to Jay. Oh, they find the hot hand. You can count it. He's 10 for 14 now.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, B.A. Bradley Beal played for Coach Greg Popovich with the U.S. national team, and Pop said, quote, he's hard to keep up with. His balance and movement are very impressive. He stops on a dime, can pull up and shoot. That, along with his excellent footwork, are the most impressive things for me. Brian?
Yeah, great breakdown there, Allie. Thank you.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Timeout called. The Wizards. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Pass to Lyles. Back to Beal. Here's Chambers. With the fadeaway. Brooklyn with the board. Claxton's got rebound number 8 now. Here's Jay, hounded by Wright. Lets it go. And Brooklyn again with a bucket.
Brilliant second half start. 4 for 4 from the field. Can't ask for any better.
Wright outside. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
What you appreciate about DeLon Wright is he knows his role, and he's willing to star in his role. And the other part about it is he's been committed to his own development.
And the Nets making a change here.
Substitutions on the court. At the line, shooting for Brooklyn, Cameron Johnson. At the line, one shot.
The free throw drops for Johnson. 8 seconds left in the third quarter. From 12 feet. That one no good. And so it's Brooklyn with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. We'll be right back after this word. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. Denny Avdia out there with TJ Warren. Then it's DeLon Wright. Then it's Monte Morris. And he can't get that one. And Brooklyn will come the other way. 22 was their biggest lead. And that one's good. Jay.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Pass to Avdia. Here's Wright. Lays it up and banks it in.
What a high percentage look for DeLon Wright. What an opportunity, and he finishes.
And no lack of aggression on that move. Good for the 2K drive.
You know, that's the kind of play that can really start a run. He knows a little momentum can get them back even.
Back to Johnson. Out to the right wing. 5 to shoot. Jay. No good on the triple. Washington has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Here's Wright. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Pass to Thomas. Here's Jay. Here's Claxton. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. Brooklyn making some changes. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Ben Simmons. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Thomas. Lyles, he's checked in for Washington. Bradley Beal comes in for Morris. Inside. Deflected. And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn. Back to Bridges. To the middle. Here's Jay. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. 33 points for him. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Nets.
Their defense has been on point all game long. They're out hustling the shooters and swatting down plenty of shots.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle. He's been really discouraged by their effort. He said, quote, it's about want to, fighting through the adversity. Look at yourselves and ask, quote, what can I do to help us win? He's laying down the challenge.
Allie, thank you.
Good defense, better offense. Beal is unfazed.
Here's Jay. That one drops for him. And the Nets lead by 12.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Beal against Bridges. From the elbow. And they recover it. Warren for 3. Claxton with a rebound. For Brooklyn, they've got 5 of 6 shots to go in the fourth. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
TJ Warren, second personal foul. Team second. At the line, shooting for Brooklyn, Cameron Johnson. At the line, 1 time.
There's a minute 54 left in the fourth quarter. Tipped away. Here's Jay. Takes it inside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Looking to close things out, that might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Lyles down low, working on Porzingis. And another miss by Washington. Brooklyn's got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Nets.
Boy, this was one physical game, guys.
They obviously felt that was an advantage of theirs coming in, and they were able to be relentless inside as a result.
And what can you say that hasn't been already said? We knew these guys would be great coming into the year, but their complete dominance is rare. They have redefined greatness.
And they didn't deviate from their game plan against this team. It's what helped them win their first 2 games against them. Add another one to the win tally for them.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Jay.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Fernando's checked in for Claxton. Finney-Smith comes in for Porzingis. Randall, he's checked in for Johnson. And Caldwell Pope is subbed in for Bridges. Pass to Boston. Just 5 on the clock. Over Finney-Smith. And again, another missed shot.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
On the wing, Davis. Here's Boston. Fires the 3. Fernando grabs the miss. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And yep, it's good.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Morris outside. Rebound Brooklyn. Here's Jay. Pass to Fernando. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. So we see the Nets taking the W here, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. We'll see you next time.
To the place you found me, swimming in the water where you left me drowning. I remember that was where you told me I'll never be alone long as I keep floating. Oh, 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 oh. Long as I keep floating. Oh, 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 oh. All I think about is you. Lock myself inside your room again. Don't know how I'm gonna wake up without you in my bed. Think I'm gonna sit here and think myself I won't even text back, leave my life on red. And honestly, you're crushing me again. Anxiety hit like lightning. Head back to the fields on fire.
We're there.
3.
Ooh, we got it. That might be a good step back. Ooh,
Nothing.
all right.
Good board.
Oh,
Good board.
come on.
Good foul,
Take
good
foul.
foul.
Jimmy.
I had to.
I like it.
I don't.
That's a deep one. That's good. Good shot.
Hey, my undefeated record continues.
That was a good game.
And so many teams with an eye on the playoffs now, Smitty. And for the teams that aren't going to make the postseason, what's the focus now? What is their purpose?
I think the focus now, Kevin, is still to develop, still create good habits. And this is a final audition for a role for next season for a lot of guys.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Atlanta Hawks. Collins and Capella man the post position. Murray is the shooting guard, Hunter the small forward. And it's Young in at the point guard position. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Young, no good. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, Quinn Snyder and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. And here's Collins after the three-pointer from Garner. And taken away by Johnson. Passes it to Bridges. The Nets working the ball around now. Jay misses. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. It's a 5-point game.
And John Collins does just about everything you'd want your big man to do.
Greg, what I like is he can shoot it from deep. He's still someone who is improving defensively, and he's a guy who wants to keep developing his overall game.
Gardner passes to Claxton. Here's Jay. On the wing, Johnson. A 3-ball. And that drops in from beyond the arc. 3-pointer from Garner. Jay's got 8. Jay's got 2 of his 3 attempts to fall from beyond the arc. Young from outside. It's hauled in by Claxton.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here is Young after the miss from Garner. To the inside. Collins against Porzingis. Collins kicks to Young. Just 5 to shoot. A 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. They came away with the victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
Yeah, they cruised to a win in these teams' last encounter, and their field goal percentage was off the charts.
And he comes up with the deuce.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Capella. Off target at the rim.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Gardner passes to Claxton.
Last 2 minutes.
Here's Jay.
First quarter.
And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Young taking his time here. And he banks in the layup.
Many scouts felt Trae Young would convert shots inside at the NBA level. And that's where he's a complete threat.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Here's Young after the made shot from Garner. Here's Hunter. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Jay misses.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Hunter, the pass to Capella. And he uses the glass on the layup.
An intimidator himself, Capella's not shying away from a little contact.
From deep. Jay misses. And so it's Capella with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. They trail by 9 points. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
You know, I love what the coaches did tonight. They pushed the right buttons time and time again.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitutions on the court.
There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Murray. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
An explosive athlete with the ball in his hands. DeJounte Murray doing a dance and creating space for his shot.
And the basket by Jay.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
And so it's Brooklyn, 13 points up at the end of the period. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your
and welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that hot.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
We've got Ben Simmons. Monk is out there with Jay. Then it's Thomas. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Jay, in that last matchup against Washington, was a man on a mission. He picked up 39 points, and throughout the game, took smart, efficient shots that found the bottom of the net. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
And that's what every player has control of, his level of activity. It allows you to impact the game even if the shot isn't falling.
And the Nets decide to take their first time out here. We all know, Steve, that playoff basketball is different. So if you're preparing a teammate for their first taste of the postseason, a first-time playoff player. So it's Brooklyn cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. The scoring has been
51. The Hawks, 29.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. The guard pair, the talented Young and Murray. Collins and Capella man the post position. And it's Hunter in at the 3 spot. Guys, no question, Trae Young is one of the most exciting players right now in the entire league.
Kevin, everything is within range for him. A great passer and shooter in his own right. Young can take over a game any given night.
Over to the left wing. Murray, no good. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting it as well as you're going to see, 67%. Pass to Bridges. Lays it up and banks it in. Bridges has got 5 now.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Hunter on the wing. He's guarded by Johnson. Ball's knocked loose. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here.
Basketball.
Murray, the pass to Young.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball.
Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Hunter dishes to Murray. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Here's Young. He's got 9. Six on the shot clock, and the rejection by Garner.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
From past the arc, and again, Brooklyn with the triple.
They couldn't have asked for a better start to this half offensively. 4 straight and counting.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And he gets the bucket. He's got 11.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Brooklyn.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And I just love his competitiveness he's showing there. Team might be down, but a drive like that could spark them.
He kicks it to Hunter. To the wing on the left. Bridges against Murray. That misses off the backboard. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, some people call John Collins John the Baptist for how he dunks over defenders. He says, the game is slowing down for me. I'm able to see my spots. I want to continue to build on that and be looked at as a pillar, a guy that can be counted upon. Kevin, it seems he's hungry for more. Back to you.
He's a big-time dunker, that's for sure, looking to reach his full potential. David, thanks. Here's Garner. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. 34 points for Jay.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
Here's Young, and he lays it straight in. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Another area where Young excels, using the dribble to create space for his shot.
46 seconds left to play in the third, and it's good for 2.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Murray outside. Goes up to the stripe. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
From 12 feet out, Claxton, count it. Claxton's got 6.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
Johnson outside. Jacks up a 3. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
And now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto their lead as we head to the fourth.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Nets out in front, opening up a huge gap. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today. As we get going in quarter number 4, we've got Jay, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. The Hawks shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Griffin inside, defended by Garner. That shot by Griffin, no good. The Nets on offense. They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the Celtics after this one. Tour for them. Here's Garner. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Griffin. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Now, here's Johnson. He's covered by Garner. Count it.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
And another great look at the 2K drive. No good from outside. Here's Atlanta now. Now here's Griffin. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
His third personal
Greg, we're
foul.
seeing more fines recently for the language that players use with the media. Is that a concern?
I don't think it should be a concern, and I'm not.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly. The other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Now for Greg.
To the place you found me, swimming in the water where you left me drowning. I remember that was where you told me I'll never be alone long as I keep floating. Oh, 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 oh. Long as I keep floating. Oh, 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 oh. All I think about is you. Lock myself inside your room again. Don't know how I'm gonna wake up without you in my bed. Think I'm gonna sit here and think myself I won't even text back, leave my life on red. And honestly, you're crushing me again. Anxiety hit like lightning. Add that to the feels I'm fighting. No air in the lungs I'm holding. Still remember when you said keep floating. Oh, 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 oh. Long as I keep floating. Oh, myself inside your room again. Don't know how I'm gonna wake up without you in my bed. Think I'm gonna sit here and think myself I won't even text back, leave my life on red. And honestly, you're crushing me again. You're crushing me again. All I think about is you. Lock myself inside your room again. Don't know how I'm gonna wake up without you in my bed. Think I'm gonna sit here and think myself to I won't even text back, leave my life on red. And honestly, you're crushing me again. You're crushing me again.
We're at All-Star, and you're watching 2K TV.
Whoa. Should I recreate it? All right. It's the same thing, right? Kind of similar.
Well, it's the time of the season when voters are weighing their options for the yearly awards. RJ, you think there should be more positional flexibility for the All-NBA and All-Defensive teams?
1,000%. And I still don't have a vote, so my opinion doesn't matter. But seriously, the answer is yes. If you're talking about players' contracts, because it can affect the player's contract, they should have the ability to be the best players on the best teams, and that's what the All-NBA first team should be.
Gotta get you a vote, man.
No, I'm good.
Now the opening lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. We've got Mikal Bridges, Nicholas Claxton out there with Kristaps Porzingis. Then there's Johnson, and it's Jay in at the 1. Here's Brown, following the bucket by the Nets. Here's Brogdon. Claxton with a rebound. Here's Jay, a proven scorer in this league, averaging just over 25 a game.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
We played just over a minute here in the first. Tatum against Johnson. From the left block. And it's Tatum missing.
Jason Tatum, still so young. His game's still evolving. Over the last couple years, he's been getting to the line more and more, and that's huge.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn. And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Jason Tatum seeing his free throw attempts increase. What's that tell you, Richard?
Well, it just tells me that he's playing with more intensity, but he's also playing smarter. Jason's using his athleticism to force the issue. Get to the easy points at the line. That's what your thoughts are.
The first one falls. It's both from the stripe.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Now a timeout called by Boston. A tough loss coming against San Antonio in their last game.
It was, frankly, embarrassing. I was shocked by their disorganization, and I think they were too.
Well, we'll see how they respond after that weak performance. It should tell us a lot about their character as a team.
Entertainment.
First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Outside, Brown. Outside, Brogdon. Williams finds Brown. And the shot's good.
I love seeing Brown get it done inside. He's more than just a jump shooter.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, I mean, to get a shot like that on a drive, it's those type of plays that will chip away at the lead. Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Pass to Tatum. Horford for 3. The rebound by the Nets. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
In their last game against this opponent, they secured the win because their second unit really stepped up.
Yeah, the reserves added another dimension to their offense, and the opposition had no answers on how to slow them down.
Now here's Brogdon. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
And with all the attention he drew offensively, he did a great job of just kicking to the open man.
Pocket 4. And it's Tatum missing.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised it ended up going their way with the miss.
Porzingis, soft touch off the glass.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Now here's Horford. In his last outing, 8 points for him. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
And it seems wherever Horford has gone during his career, his teammates really enjoy playing with him. A testament to his leadership.
You can tell Horford's teammates look up to him. He's an accomplished veteran with a lot of experience and knowledge, Richard.
Yeah, he's just so selfless. The kind of guy who actively tries to make his teammates better. Just a terrific glue guy.
So the Nets making a switch here. Ben Simmons is checked in for Claxton. Sharp comes in for Porzingis. Thomas, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Monk in for Bridges. The Celtics have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Outside White. Smart outside. We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter here. It doesn't go for him. And Brooklyn going the other way now. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Atlanta.
They were lights out from beyond the arc, and they spaced the floor beautifully in that one.
Tough to keep the consistency from deep, but they did it last time.
So it's Boston now. The Nets making their last shot. Back to White. Knocked away. And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn. Good on the shot. Sharp's gotten his second bucket.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Now here's Williams. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Pass to White. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From 10 feet away. He got a piece of it. And here's Simmons. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Fires at the elbow. Thomas, that's good.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. Boy, they've been playing at a fast pace, beating the defense in transition and adding to that big lead. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your
substitution here for Boston. Williams is checked in for Hernan Gomez. Horford comes in for Gallinari. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And it's White in for Malcolm Brogdon. Back to Smart. Pass to White. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Smart and White make up the backcourt. Tatum and Horford at the forward slots. And it's Williams in at the center position. That's the Boston 5. Tatum passes to Horford. Now here's Tatum. Tight defense on him.
Brooklyn foul. First personal foul.
Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
RJ, you played with some of the greats. LeBron, Duncan, Dirk. Jason Kidd, just to name a few. But if the game were on the line, who would you want taking the last shot? Putting you on the spot here.
I'm going to be really honest. I have been in great situations with all of those guys, and they have all delivered. So this isn't, but I'm going to go with the person that's delivered the biggest shot of my career, and that was Kyrie Irving, and he hit the clutchest shot in NBA history. Argue with me if you want. You're going to lose it.
No argument here.
Well, Jay in the last matchup against the Hawks had a huge game. He contributed 42 points, and it was his highest point total of the season. An astounding game for him, putting up numbers we might be talking about for the rest of his career. Back to you.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
And the basket by Monk.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Tatum passes to Horford. Smart outside. Takes a three. Sharp grabs the miss. Brooklyn has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Oh, got that one up quick. He's got 21.
This brings him to 3 total makes from the arc, with just 1 in this half so far.
Outside Tatum. Another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup.
And Tatum's teammates love the hustle. They appreciate him going hard on the offensive glass and really getting it done.
Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Brooklyn with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points, looking good. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Brooklyn has gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line on this one. And so in the game for the Nets, Kristaps Porzingis out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then there's Johnson. And it's Jay in at the point guard position.
And the Boston Celtics are one of the most decorated teams in all of sports. Think about all the rings they've won, as well as the talent that they've had on their roster.
Mikal Bridges, 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Such a rich history for the respected Boston franchise.
From the days of Bill Russell to Larry Bird and Kevin McHale in the 80s, and then Pierce, Allen, KG, Rondo winning the ring in 08. The players on this roster understand how important it is to carry on that legacy.
The Celtics making a switch here. Brogdon's checked in. Pass to Horford. Here's Tatum to the wing on the left. Left side Brogdon. Shot clock at 6. Brooklyn with the board.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Outside, Brown. Takes a 13-footer. Nice D from Bridges. Brooklyn with the ball. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
And he's doing it all himself, shouldering the offensive load in effortless fashion right now.
Porzingis against Horford. Outside Tatum. The outside leaner. They get the rebound. Williams' shot is good.
Want that one to go. Okay, now 1 for 4 at the start of the second half.
Down low. Here's Jay. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. 27 points for him.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
Here's Tatum. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute, just 1 of 5 from the field.
Pass to Jay. Now Bridges, defended by Brown. Now Johnson. Here's Jay. He's got 27. Unloads. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound.
Their first miss since the break. Still, I like how they've come out.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Nets.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And with the year they've had, you expect nothing less than a victory every time they take the court. Another stellar outing for them here tonight.
They have proven to simply be the better team of the two, winning all 4 games in this season series.
And what a huge performance it was for Jay.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
And so Smart nails them both.
Marcus Smart is one of the toughest players in this league, mentally and physically. So willing to sacrifice himself on a play. On both ends.
We've got Danilo Gallinari. He's out there with Willie Hernan Gomez. Marcus Smart out there with Kendrick Nunn. That's the Boston 5.
At the line for the Nets, shooting 1.
So it's Boston now. There's 37 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Outside Gallinari. Out to the right wing. Here's Hernan Gomez. Pass to Davison. Launches it. And he recovers it.
Hard work on the glass gives them back the ball, and they get to milk a little clock here.
To the inside. Here's Jay. Uses the glass on the layup.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
So we see the Nets taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Brian Anderson, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long, everybody.
To the place you found me, swimming in the water where you left me drowning. I remember that was where you told me I'll never be alone long as I keep floating. Oh, 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 oh. Long as I keep floating. Oh, 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 oh. All I think about is you. Lock myself inside your room again. Don't know how I'm gonna wake up without you in my bed. Think I'm gonna sit here and think myself. I won't even text back. Leave my
not your fight, stand down. I'm not the one, calm down. You know I'm not your problem. You can't be me, why bother? Don't have your time now. Only me bow down. To ban me no farabale. Oh boy, I go. Okay. It's okay, let them see. Trouble no they pay me. Kinjaye on the daily. Okay. We go there, okay. I just want jaye me. Look. Baby, it's your daddy. Fight, stand down. I'm not the one, calm down. You know I'm not your problem. You can't be me, why bother? Don't have your time now. Only me bow down. To buy me no farabale. Okay. It's okay, let them see. Trouble no they pay me. Kinjaye on the daily. Okay. We go there, okay.
Brianna Buckets was a paint beast in 2K22 also, right?
Yeah.
And I think Chris Manning, I think you were Christina.
I was. She returns in 23. Christina Manning with the big layup as the crowd gets amped.
Let's go.
8-2. Look at this chemistry. See, we don't need the other members of 2K TV. We'll just bring George on again.
Oh,
there it is.
11 points.
And with the addition, Greg, of the play-in tournament, we're seeing more meaningful games here late in the season.
Yeah, we're seeing teams battle for positioning more than ever. You have multiple teams trying to secure that 6th seed to avoid the play-in.
So the Nets starting 5. Mikal Bridges out there with Jay. Then there's Ben Simmons. And there's Porzingis. And it's Johnson in at the small forward. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Wagner outside. And Vucevic kicks to Fultz. Back to Vucevic. Simmons with the defensive effort. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Here's Garner. They get it again. Second chance shot. Nice shot by Porzingis.
For all that's said about his perimeter work, Porzingis benefits a lot when he's making an impact inside. That makes defending him all the more challenging.
Now here's Fultz. Against Indiana, he was really on his game. Back to Vucevic. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Fultz. The Magic need to get a shot off here. And it's Wagner missing. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
Franz Wagner wasted no time making a splash in the league. Took home a Rookie of the Month award at the end of 2021. A really good start for him on his budding NBA career.
Hits it from 3-point range.
Not a ball stopper on the wing. Bridges with the help.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Passes to Banchero. To the paint. Looking to end the run. Vucevic. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Ooh, man, this thing was turning into a soccer game. A lot of action and not many points.
Got that one up quick. Wagner's Rookie of the Month award was well-earned, Clark. He is a hard-working player.
Yeah, I agree. He's earned and carved out a spot for this team already. And he's accomplished those feats quite quickly. I mean, Wagner has tremendous potential, I think, and a really bright future. He's a versatile player, a hard-working guy. He's only going to get better.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Nets.
And guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
The Magic have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. There's the steal. Johnson outside. And stolen by Wagner. Poked away. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And Simmons slams it in.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
The pass to Fultz. Now, Wagner. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Here's Vucevic. They can't stop the run with that one.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down. He is that old.
2 minutes.
Johnson against Fultz. Johnson, the pass to Garner. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserve.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Sharps checked in for Ben Simmons. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Porzingis. Thomas checked in for Johnson. And Monks subbed in for Bridges. And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Here's Monk after the made shot from Cole Anthony. Here's Thomas. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
The Nets have shot just one free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
Now, here's Isaac. Anthony finds Carter. Back to Anthony. Floats one. He lays it in.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the float.
Nets leading by 14. Pass to Jay. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. And 12 points for Jay.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away. You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Thomas, no luck. The Magic have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Tavares. That 3 off the mark. Pass to Garner. Shoots over Isaac. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Coming on the floor for your Magic, Kobe White.
And Orlando has possession. Here's Anthony. Can't hit from 12. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We'll return shortly.
For the 407.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And the Nets have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Ben Simmons is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Bridges. Then there's Jay. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against Boston put on a show. He finished with 32 points, and it seemed like every shot he put up was going in. That's how dialed in he was. The stat line was filled, and the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day, Greg, falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
Oh, it's way more common now. And let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Last time they met was in Brooklyn.
And the last...
And there's already a loyalty aspect to Banchero's makeup, starting with the tribute to the city he grew up in.
He literally takes Seattle everywhere he goes. You look at the tat on his right bicep. It has the Seattle skyline, Mount Rainier, the street he grew up on. In terms of his character, that indicates deep roots and a solid foundation he can build on. And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Knocked away. Kicks it to Monk. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Pass to Garner for the three. It's hauled in by the Magic. 34 seconds left in the first half of the game. Tavares can't hit. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Nets. They led the game at 1 point by 20.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Feeds it to Carter, and then Carter with the jam.
With obvious length and jumping ability, Carter Jr. can get it coin above the rim and make it look easy.
Garner, lead pass was put in just the right spot. Jay's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession.
Substitution on the court.
That will count. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Brooklyn in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've got their field goal percentage to thank. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steal.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
At the forward positions, it's Wagner and Banchero. The guard set is Fultz and Suggs. And it's Vucevic in at the 5 spot. That's who's out there for Orlando. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
An 85% mark from the line. There aren't too many players in the league who are going to score a much better percentage.
And guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you've got to like that progress.
And there's the pass to Banchero. Good on the shot.
Boy, good vision that time from Suggs on this play, finding the most ready shooter and fed him nicely.
Inside. And the basket by Jay. Jay's got 25 points in the game.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
Still going hard, and that kind of energy and effort is how they built this league.
Throws it up high. Porzingis with the block.
That reach of Porzingis is just outrageous. I mean, I love when he uses it on defense to stifle shooters.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Shot clock at 6. It'll go, and the next lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Vucevic.
Really like the quick decision-making of Fultz. They're excellent at surveying the floor for the open teammate.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Nets leading by 11. Bridges passes to Garner. Back to Bridges. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. Now we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make six figures playing for G League Ignite. For many years, going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad, but that reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound. You really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Wagner finds Vucevic. Out left to the wing. Here's Fultz. His three-pointers off the mark. Nets leading by 15. Simmons passes to Garner. Wants to get it to Simmons and does. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Simmons got 8 points.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Fultz. Porzingis with the block.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. For the Magic, Cole comes in. Brooklyn's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Johnson is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Jay. Then it's Simmons. And it's Bridges in at the two-guard spot. The Magic trail by 21. Outside Anthony. Wagner against Johnson. Johnson with the block. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Pass to Fultz. Orlando moving the ball around. Outside Anthony. 5 to shoot. Fires for 3. The Magic again can't hit.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Fultz kicks to Banchero. Back to Fultz. To halt the run, and it's good on the way in.
With that scorer's mindset, aggressive move by Fultz to create the second chance points.
Here's Garner. Basket counts. Jay's got 9 points now in just the second half.
pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Fultz finds Wagner. Right wing. Now, here's Banchero. He's tightly guarded. That shot off. Nets have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. And Simmons slams it in.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
The feed now to Banchero. He can't get that one to fall. Nice D from Porzingis. Gardner passes to Bridges, and he gets it to go.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Wagner outside. Up top, Fultz. All sorts of time. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got his 6th rebound on the night.
You know, Ben Simmons can make spectacular passes, but he doesn't need to be flashy. He's all about helping his teammates get easy baskets.
Fultz kicks to Anthony. .151 left in the game. Pass to Fultz. Shot to stop the run. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And the basket by Jay.
And Simmons is just a complete package, a player that can really drop dimes to his teammates.
Wagner outside. Back to Fultz. The 17-footer. Nice jump shot. Good. Fultz has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Nets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it's pretty incredible when you look at the body of work this year, guys. I mean, when they hit 70 wins, we were astounded. And then now, the wins continuing to pile up in what's been truly a remarkable and special season.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And this isn't one of those mini series either. I mean, this is a 4-gamer. As hard as it is to beat a team 3 times in a row, it's even harder to do it 4 straight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jay.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And here's Brooklyn. Here in the 4th, they've allowed just 4 points. Porzingis passes to Garner. Over Fultz. And that one goes long. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Craig, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
To the place you found me, swimming in the water where you left me drowning. I remember that was where you told me I'll never be alone long as I keep floating. Oh, 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 oh. Long as I keep floating. Oh, 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 oh. All I think about inside your room again. Don't know how I'm gonna wake up without you in my bed. Think I'm gonna sit here and think myself I won't even text back, leave my life on red. And honestly, you're crushing me again. Anxiety hit like lightning. Add that to the feels I'm fighting. No air in the lungs I'm holding. Still remember when you said keep floating. Oh, oh.
Anything's possible.
When the moment came and you got to tell family and friends, what was their reaction?
Man, everyone was like jumping through the roof. Like everyone was super excited. But the biggest one was my nephews. Once I told them, they were like going crazy. Oh my uncle, yeah, like going crazy. So it was their reaction that really like everyone else like super excited, but like seeing my nephews and seeing how proud they were, like that was the best.
That's it.
That's the best. That was the icing on the cake.
All right, I'm gonna go do some laundry. I'll be back for the game too.
Oh, she's actually gone.
So funnily enough, we rode over to Viper's territory, and the guy who tagged along in my cart is now our opponent. So friends become.
It's a long season in the NBA. Doris, this is the point where we start to see how important depth really is.
Exactly, Brian, because inevitably in the course of an 82-game season, there are bumps, there are injuries you've had to contend with. Everybody's legs are tired, so the more minutes a team can spread around, the better off they are.
And the starting lineup for the Nets. We've got Ben Simmons, Kristaps Porzingis out there with Johnson. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Jay in at the 1.
You love it when a point guard is eager to reward open men, and Cole Anthony delivering the ball on time and on target.
And Porzingis with the block. Wagner against Johnson. To the left side wing. Jay. And again, it's the Nets missing. Anthony right side. Shoots from 12. Rebound Brooklyn. Their last game, a win against the Magic. Looking to carry it into this one.
And I'll tell you, that was not an easy environment to play in. It was a hostile crowd on the road, but it didn't bother them at all.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, and in close games like this one, BA, you need toughness. Guys who will run to the fight and get after it.
Bridges, left side. Pass to Simmons. Here's Jay. Yes, and that's Simmons with the assist.
This is what Ben Simmons does, guys. If someone's open, he will find him. Boy, guys, you look at the history of the Magic, and there has been episodic success driven by great players. Penny Hardaway and Shaquille O'Neal, of course, and Dwight Howard. Yet another miss, just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
And slam dunk by Simmons.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges, so willing to give it up to an open guy.
For Orlando, they've gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Pass to Suggs. Here's Wagner, covered by Johnson. Back to Suggs. Anthony outside. They need this. He can't get that one to fall. And Brooklyn going the other way now. And Doris, the Magic have come so close to a title twice.
Right, BA. 2 trips to the NBA Finals led respectively by 2 dominant centers, Shaquille O'Neal and Dwight Howard. The fans dying for another chance. Hopefully with the building they're doing now, they don't have to wait too much longer.
Orlando calls timeout. They come into this one following a loss to Brooklyn.
And check this out. Their shooting percentage was in the low 30s as a team. That right there tells you all you need to know.
I think indicative of some breakdowns in their offense.
Here's Anthony. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. In the backcourt, it's Anthony and Suggs. Wagner and Banchero at the forward slots. And it's Vucevic in at the 5, down low. That's who's out there for Orlando.
I love it when guards are willing to get on the inside and go ahead and make plays. Cole Anthony, a scorer by nature.
Well, Jay in the last matchup against the Magic was a man on a mission. He contributed 42 points, and it was his highest point total of the season. A Hall of Fame level performance the whole league is talking about now. It was a masterpiece. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, BA. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
Simmons against Vucevic. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Jay. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to belong to Nikola Vucevic.
No debate there. He got hammered.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far, the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Now here's Anthony. Defense right on him. On the wing, Suggs. From the arc. The rebound by Simmons.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Johnson with it, and Anthony picks him up defensively, and it's Jay missing.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Wagner finds Anthony. Now here's Vucevic. Back to Anthony. Let's go with a 3. Rebound Brooklyn. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
Back to Wagner. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Jalen Suggs has proven early, if you're open, he's going to find you. Pretty pass.
Timeout called, the Nets. Granted, it's a shooter's league, and we're seeing more and more big men float out to the perimeter and knocking them down.
Well, BA, the game has evolved, and the shooting, particularly from the bigs, is fantastic. But, you know, I wish the bigs had a little bit more diversity. I don't mind shooting from the perimeter, but every once in a while, go mix it up and take advantage of your size mismatch in the paint.
Isaac, he's checked in for Orlando. Monk, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Anthony outside. They get it back. Here's Isaac. The rebound by the Nets. It's off to Philadelphia after this game, where they'll face the 76ers. It'll be the 4th of 5 games for them on the road. Pass to Jay. Shot from the wing. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy.
And through one half, it hasn't even been.
With the score, your Magic, 26. The Nets, 43.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And for the Magic, they're shooting just around 32% from the field. And so in the game for the Nets, we've got Kristaps Porzingis. Also Ben Simmons out there. Cameron Johnson out there with Mikal Bridges. And it's Jay in at the point guard. Johnson against Wagner. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer, Vucevic. Sends it home from three-point land. Vucevic has got 5 points.
You love the decisiveness with which Vucevic is making these decisions. He's got the green light to shoot it on the catch.
No good from 11 feet.
Brooklyn foul. Second personal foul. First team foul.
And Franz Wagner, one of the surprises of the 2021 rookie class. He had a great rookie campaign, one of a handful of terrific rookies.
Anthony outside. Pass to Vucevic. Over Simmons.
You can see the defensive versatility of Ben Simmons. This guy wreaks havoc. It doesn't matter who he's defending.
Out to Bridges. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. And here's Wagner. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. The fadeaway. Vucevic's shot is off. And Wagner wasn't viewed as an exciting selection. He's been terrific, Grant.
BA, you know, he finds ways to contribute each game. You knew he'd be a solid shooter out of the gate, but he also has a great touch in and around the paint to be a threat inside.
Pass to Ben Carroll. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Ben Carroll's got his first basket.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
Johnson passes to Simmons. 13 feet out. And there's Bridges. That's good. On the assist by Simmons.
Ben Simmons.
Simmons has got 3 assists tonight. Anthony outside. No good that time. And Brooklyn going the other way now. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And he makes the first.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Thomas. 7 points in the game. Pass to Jay. And the Nets miss again.
I'll tell you what, we know he's been struggling tonight, but his teammates have pitched in big time.
Fultz can't get it to go.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Jay. And he gets it back. Goes back up. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Here's Jay. Second chance shot. And he takes it up and lays it in. 9 points in the game.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Takes the 3. That shot missing. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Nets out front, up by 15. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Wagner and Boncaro at the forward slots. Markelle Fultz is out there with Anthony, and it's Vucevic in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nets.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Anthony against Bridges. Anthony, the pass to Vucevic. Yep, count it.
Well, Nikola Vucevic can score against excellent defense. That is a good finish in close.
To the left wing. Fires for 3. And it's Jay missing.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
Fultz passes to Vucevic, and the basket is good.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Suggs is checked in for Fultz.
There are a couple things that stand out right away when I think about Franz Wagner. The first is what a great cutter he is. Timing, feel, when to go, when not to. And he's also very capable of putting it on the deck and driving open areas.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Pass to Suggs. Wagner in the high post. Johnson on it. And Wagner gets it to go on the assist from Suggs. Sharp movement is part of what makes Wagner such a tough cover, Doris.
Yeah, and I think, B.A., he's going to stay a tough cover for a long time. He's got excellent instincts, strong fundamentals. Wagner's game is only going to grow the more experience he gets.
And now, fans, make some noise. It's time for your 407.
How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
And that one's good. Jay.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint. And make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
Wagner outside. Pass to Boncaro. Here's Suggs. Just 5 to shoot. Anthony misses.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Bridges down low. An easy 2 on the layup. And the Nets lead by 16.
Boy, you have to be aggressive, powering through contact. Mikal Bridges, no signs of backing away.
Anthony in the post. Johnson against Wagner. Back to Anthony. Fires the 3. Brooklyn with the board. Claxton's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Jay. And it's Orlando with a rebound.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Wagner, the pass to Vucevic. Shoots over Johnson. Vucevic's shot is off for Brooklyn. They've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. To the paint. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And the Nets making a change here. Porzingis is checked in.
At the line for one.
That's good from Bridges.
Well, what you love about Mikal Bridges is he is going to accept whatever his coaches and team ask of him. This is what's allowed him to be successful.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Jay. Count it.
He gets inside right when he sees the opening. Got to attack when you have that chance.
Magic shooting around 33%. Not the best offensive efficiency. Anthony, the pass to Wagner. Here's Suggs. And Doris, Commissioner Silver has expressed a desire to ensure star players participate in a full complement of games. What's the answer here?
I think, B.A., a couple things come to mind. There's been a long discussion about whether you can shorten the regular season. That obviously impacts revenue generated, so I'm not sure you'd go there. The league could also structure contracts to incentivize games played.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Nets.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And we just saw one of the greatest teams of... And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. right here. I got next.
Great choice. That's a difference maker. Great choice. That's a difference maker.